Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Saturday, June 18th, 2016. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, where we bring you today's top stories translated into English every weeknight. A day after the majority's MPs asked for a discussion of the judicial reforms law package, the opposition responded with a harsh warning of tough actions in Parliament. In concrete terms, the Democratic Party chairman Basha spoke of an escalation of the situation and threatened a removal of mandates from any Democrat MPs that sell their vote to the majority in order to complete the 94 votes needed to approve the constitutional amendments. Efforts to traffic any opposition's vote with dirty money coming from governmental drug and crime money will result in the removal of their mandate, and that will be the first step to go towards the burning of Parliament, which will be the people's well-deserved answer against a government that declares war, wrote the DP chairman in his social account Facebook. As the DP chairman thinks that the government has declared war on its people, he implies that the opposition will confront the government with roughness. Sources within the Democratic Party said that the majority's movement was expected and is unacceptable. For this reason, the opposition has already started preparation to respond to the unilateral action with protests. According to the Democratic Party, sending the constitutional changes through Parliament by only the majority MPs undermines every possibility to find consensus. In his reaction, the DP chairman says that the only way to have a judicial reform that punishes the crime and corruption is with the full implementation of Venice's Recommendation 88. Socialist MPs immediately reacted to the DP chairman's reaction. The former Prime Minister, the Socialist MP Pendeli Maiko, who has been committed to the discussions about the judicial reform, asked the opposition to not think of any scenario that would violate constitutional order. If a party cannot control its own parliamentary group, then this is an internal problem and cannot be turned into a public problem. Furthermore, this party's internal weakness cannot affect the country's national security, says the SP MP Maiko. Once again, Maiko invited Basha to negotiate for a consensual reform. Instead of exchanging accusations at each other, I believe there is still time to negotiate and find consensus, said Maiko. The reaction of the Socialist MP, Aryan Bracha, was even harsher. He responded to the DP chairman saying that he cannot burn Albania and gave assurance that the corrupt justice system will be burned. You have burned this country from 1992 to 2011. Now you can no longer do that. Your corrupt system with judges and prosecutors who serve only you will end in fire, said the SP MP Bracha. The request of 33 majority MPs to approve the constitutional changes for the judicial reform is expected to be adopted on Thursday at the Conference of Chairmen and will be included in Parliament's two-week agenda. Meanwhile, the Ad Hoc Commission on Judicial Reform will start on Monday to review the 7 laws known as the emergency package and make the implementation of the judicial reform possible. The Party for Justice, Integrity and Unity signed a cooperation agreement with the Cham Association today about the Cham issue. The PJIU chairman declared that legal measures will be taken until all the Cham citizens are registered. The PJIU chairman also accused the Greek academics of buying the history and the truth and added that the Albanian Academy of Sciences is not doing anything. Under the new agreement signed today, the Cham citizens will be registered online, which will confirm a more correct number of Cham people. During his speech, the PJIU chairman expressed his satisfaction that the politicians are discussing the Cham issue in official meetings with Greek representatives, but that he is still not satisfied with how little attention the Albanian Academy of Science has given to the Cham genocide. This is an important and historic day. During the Greek foreign minister's visit, we showed that the Cham issue exists. We returned the Cham issue to the diplomatic agenda. The foreign policy is becoming stronger. We will set up a work group for taking all the necessary steps to legally solve the issue. There will be an online portal soon for registering Cham citizens, said the PJIU chairman. Despite it being the holy month of Ramadan, the number of Kosovo residents wanting to spend the weekend in Albania has significantly increased at the Morina custom point. The influx of Kosovo citizens was noted early Saturday morning at both the Morina border and the national road where cars and buses were headed to the Albanian coast. There were no lines at the border as the Kosovo citizens were able to cross the Morina border without being checked once verification was made on the Kosovo side. According to customs officials, this morning marked the highest influx of tourists from Kosovo and is expected to be even greater in the following days. The number of tourists quadruples during the weekend compared to weekdays, with cities like Durrës, Saranda, Leja, and Tirana being the most preferred by Kosovo citizens. More than 2.7 million entrances and exits of people between Albania and Kosovo were recorded last year in June, July, and August. Prime Minister Rama and the Minister of Health visited the new premises of the Gjirokastra Maternity Hospital. The government invested $1.5 million for the new hospital building and apparatus. You know better than me that it was like war hospital with broken windows, and now it has become a more European hospital. We will continue reconstructing the others step by step. Meanwhile, during his stay in the south, the Prime Minister also inspected the construction work of the main square in Gjirokastra. It's important to finish the reconstruction of this part and continue with the ring road part in order to complete the entrance to the bazaar area, which is visited by local and foreign visitors, said the Prime Minister. Also, the Prime Minister and the Health Minister inspected the Saranda Maternity Hospital building work, which is an investment of 320 million lek. The hospital includes a new gynecology building and equipment with new apparatus. The Luigi Gjirokastra School, the only school in the capital with children for children with special needs, is being reconstructed. The school was built in 1994, but its poor condition has made its reconstruction necessary. Tirana's mayor, Ariane Villiers, inspected the work and highlighted the need to guarantee better conditions and learning standards for children with special needs. We treat all of Tirana citizens equally. We are reconstructing this school just like we are reconstructing all the other schools, said the mayor. The reconstruction phase will last about 3 months, and the school will be ready in September. We want the work finished by September. There will be special classrooms and playgrounds for all children with special needs. Tirana City Hall is focused on children and youth. We will finish the reconstruction of kindergartens this year. In 2017, City Hall will focus on other schools' constructions, added the mayor. The mayor also said again that City Hall will treat all children equally and will offer the same standards to all of them. He also asked for the liberation of all occupied public spaces near schools. The mayor invited the citizens to benefit from the City Hall's opportunities for social houses or loans, and he declared that City Hall also has a program for employing the disabled. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Mari, and on behalf of Ora News, thank you and good night.